What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out a video here on my second channel. This is the first video actually made specifically for Dio's RC experience. Today I'm going to be working on my Vortex. Obviously just got the body here, but my Vortex, if you saw it in the video last week, the drive shaft broke. So I bought a pack of them from Jenny's RC, and essentially this goes onto the tire, comes through the back here, and the bolt actually broke off in here. So it's not even like the wheel and tire came loose, because this will of course go into here and then it bolts on no problem. So that didn't come loose, but it actually broke here, and I've had these come loose before, so I was surprised that it actually broke. But let's get the old one out and get the new one in. Tools we're going to be using for this, we're going to use some red Loctite. Of course, I would usually use blue, but I have had these come loose and I don't see a reason why I would need to take them back apart. If I do, I can always heat them up and get the red Loctite out, but we're going to use some red Loctite, and then we'll be using these Hobby Park hex drivers. So we just have 1.5 to 2.5 and 3 millimeters, and then of course just the wrench that comes with the ARRMA Vorteks to do the nut on the tire. So let's go ahead and get started. So there isn't, like you can see, these are already loose because I actually took them off at the track when I thought I could fix it, and I put it back together so I wouldn't lose any parts. I wish I had my little, I have a magnetic thing for my bike bolts and stuff. I wish I'd grabbed that, but so I took it apart at the track, but I didn't tighten everything back down because I knew I'd be taking it back apart. So getting that suspension bolt removed there from the shock tower, or shock, whatever. My camera is not very steady there as I drop everything. Got the little screw bolt that stops the this from coming out. So we got that, and then we'll push this through. Alright. This desk is very unstable, and using a tissue box, as you can maybe see there, might not be the best option, but live and learn. Next time we'll switch this up. So get this out. There we go. Trying to do everything a little smoother so it doesn't shake too much, but I can see how all over the place it is. But so there we go. We can pull this out. Actually, what are we stuck on here? There we go. So this is the whole assembly that we're going to be replacing here. You can see this end piece and everything, and then we'll have to pull off the 17 millimeter hex and transfer it over. So actually we should maybe just do that real quickly. That'll be pretty simple. Wrong one. Yeah, I've had enough of these come apart now that I know that they need to be Loctited for sure. Oh, there we go. Got a little bearing, and we're gonna put in this little pin thing here. Put the hex back on, line that up. Whoops. Line that up, and then cinch down that bolt down in there, just like so. So the part that actually comes loose, it's really hard to see, but there's a bolt that comes in from this side. So you actually line this up straight, and then you can go straight through this whole thing down into there. So what I'm actually going to do is pull that out. It's too big. I'm going to pull this bolt out and then Loctite it so I can get that. So hopefully it'll be nice and secure and we won't run into an issue with it. So that's what happened there. When the bolt is loose, this bottom part just slides right out. So alright, there we go. Got the old one out. It just pulls out. I wasn't sure on that, but we got that out pretty simply. So now we can just slide this part in. And then we have the actual like axle part. I'm gonna drop some red Loctite down into there. A little more than I wanted, but that's alright. Get that lined up. Sheesh. All right, that was fighting me quite a bit. I just had to really put pressure on this and push them together to lock them in, and then tighten down that bolt with the red Loctite on it. So that should hopefully never be coming out. So then we can slide these back together, hopefully get a little bit of pressure on them to get them to slide in. Could have put these on, like put it on before I did the other part. Honestly, would have been the intelligent thing to do. That's all right. I can just line it up. We got that on. Then we can go ahead, slide this back down, put our pin in. Try not to drop it. There we go. Put on our little end piece here. It's a little bolt that holds in that pin so it doesn't fall out. Hook our suspension back up with this bolt here. Get that to line up. There we go. And then after that, all that's left to do is put the tire on and then cinch down the, I want to call it a lug nut, but just the normal nut. It's probably not a lug nut. And I did order some TLR oil for the shocks, some shock oil. I did 40 for the rear and 35 for the front, so I'm going to be putting that, of course, in my buggy as well as the Vortex, because the Vortex needs actual oil in it, and that should help it to handle much better, because I'll show you when I get this back on, but this thing is bouncy, way too bouncy. Alright, got that on. And then just move this, pop on the tire here. Drop the nut down on, grab the tool that came with the truck, and tighten her on down. You can see my poor wheelie bar is broken there, doing too many sick wheelies. Alright, got that tightened up. There you go. So that is now good to go until something else breaks. So then, like I said, let me aim you guys down a little bit so you can see this, like, how bouncy that is. The front isn't as bad, but the back, just so much rebound. The front isn't great, but the back is way worse. So definitely going to go ahead and address that. But yeah, so wheels are all tight. While I'm here, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit each of these. And then I have this pack of drive shafts in case this happens again, because it seems like that's a common issue. Things that I've had to replace on this ARRMA quite a bit are the A-arm shear and then tightening up those things. That's the first one I've actually had to replace, but I've had to tighten them up many times. So let's throw in a battery and just give it a little rip here, make sure everything's good, and then call it a day. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good, and all we'll do, because Murphy will get very upset if we keep playing with it inside, but there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first video here, first video made just for this channel, but let me know in the comments, hit that like button, and there's no RC race this weekend, but we might still go out to Ram. I don't know, we'll see, but stay tuned, and yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy if it's easy, take it twice. Talk to you later.